let's talk about passwords. As you're probably aware, there was yet another major password break this week, this time the largest ever. And like 700 million LinkedIn passwords, 500 million Facebook passwords, whole bunch of passwords. It's very, very likely that at least one of your passwords got hacked this week, which means that if you are one of the people who uses one password everywhere, that means that the password you use for your banking, the password you use for your email, which gives the ability for everyone to recover your passwords, because once they've got your email, they can do a password recover on almost any account and get your passwords. I gotta tell you, if you are one of those people who just wants to remember one password, may I suggest that you just get LastPass or 1Password or RoboForm or one of the several ones out there. And I know that some of you say, but wait a minute, won't they someday get hacked? Well, let me just ask you a question. Which is more probable? First off, that LastPass gets hacked, and you can bet that LastPass is getting tried to be hacked every single day for the last decade and a half. And as far as we know, they've never been successfully hacked. So if LastPass got hacked, not only would they have to get hacked, but somebody have to get all that data, which they're using military-grade encryption, which means not only do they have to hack and get to the data, they've also got to break the security on all that data, which is like supercomputers working for 23 years to break one of those passwords, much less all of them. So which is more likely? That LastPass is going to get hacked and they're going to actually get to all of your data, or that just one of the dozens of sites that you've used the exact same password on gets hacked. So if Facebook gets hacked, if LinkedIn gets hacked, if Twitter gets hacked, if the Gap gets hacked, if Target gets hacked, if your bank gets, any one of those, they now have your password you use on all of them. To me, it's a significantly lower risk to use something like LastPass. So that those of you who don't know, what LastPass does is you have one password you use to get into the entire system, and then it creates a unique password for every single site. And this is like capital A, 3, asterisk 4, Q, E, capital Q, that kind of password that can be like 28 characters long if you want it to be. And it just automatically goes and gets that password when you log into that account, puts it in for you so you never have to ever remember anything but the major password you use to log into your account. So 2 pieces of action. One, you should be redoing all of your passwords in the next 72 hours because there's a really, really high probability you got hacked. Even though I'm using LastPass, I am going through and I am redoing all of my passwords everywhere. Okay? So as long as you're doing that, do it with LastPass, so that you're doing it with a real live, unique, scary. So the cool thing is, even though I am fairly confident that they broke my Facebook password, for example, my Facebook password is used on one site in the entire world, Facebook. That password by me is being used no place else. So even if they broke my Facebook password, all they can get to is Facebook. Now, that's serious. That's the reason I'm going through and changing them all, because I'm relying upon somewhere out there and all those hundreds of sites they got that data. But the beautiful thing is They can't use my Facebook password to get into my Gmail. They can't use my Facebook password to get into my bank. They can't. That makes sense? So it's a really simple solution. If you go to doncrowther.com/get LastPass, you can get LastPass. At the moment, that's not an affiliate link. I'm probably going to put one on there. I just haven't done it yet. But that'll give me some tracking to know how many people actually do something with what I'm telling them here. So what's your experience with passwords? I'm not going to ask you if you're a person who uses one password everywhere, because that would be a really stupid thing for you to say. Do you happen to know anybody who uses a single password everywhere? I've met PhDs who are doing that. It's like people who should know better seem to not get this is easy to do it right. So, have I guilt-tripped you yet? Have I encouraged you yet? Let me know what you're going to do. This is Don Crowther saying, just go do this stuff.